Hello. Today's Focus 15 is called Headspace, and we are going to be doing a series of yoga exercises that can help if you're having trouble with a headache or a migraine or sinus problems. This could be helpful. It's really nice when we learn how to use our yoga practice sometimes as medicine, and it can be a really empowering way to take control of our health. So we're going to start out, and I have someone with me. I'm really lucky that yoga is a family affair. And this is my son Hartman, who is also a yoga instructor and also has a great yoga practice. So he's going to be working out with us today, and I'm so glad he's here with me. So we're going to start out with our standing forward bend or forward fold. So we're literally going to start out, and we're going to take our feet, make sure that they're not past your hips, okay? I'm back up just a little bit, just make sure I stay in your screen. And we start a lot of things this way. A lot of our Focus 15 start with forward fold. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our fingertips, we're going to knit them together, we're going to stretch up as tall as we can. And as our arms come down, we're going to fold forward to the floor. And we're going to hang down here just for a couple of minutes. Not minutes, a couple of seconds. And I'm going to rock and roll right and left, kind of bending and straightening. Relax. And I'm going to roll up. And as I come to the top, I'm going to open my chest. Take a couple of deep breaths. Remember, every time we take our head below our heart, if you're on blood pressure medication, you could have a little extra dizziness. Wait for that to clear. So we're going to do this 3 times. So once again, knitting the fingertips together, stretching as tall as you can. Slowly let those fingertips drop down. And as you do so, folding down to the floor. Make sure your feet feel stable. Spreading mine out just a little bit. Rocking and rolling down here so nothing's locked. If you're super flexible, go ahead and cross your arms. Add that weight right there. You get an extra stretch. Bending the knees. You're going to roll up, stacking the spine. And shoulders come back. Take a couple of really deep breaths. Should feel really good. And we're going to do it again. Knitting the fingertips together, lifting up, stretch, stretch, folding forward, chin tucking to the chest, relaxing forward, rock and roll, right and left. Relax, relax, bending the knees, roll up, open the heart. I already feel better, and I was having some sinus problems this morning, so that's working out great. All right, the rest of our class today is going to be done on the floor. Okay, so remember, we never want to lose the skill to get on and off the floor. So I'm just going to take a minute, just sit down, and you take a minute and sit down any way that feels comfortable to you. There's no right or wrong. Just sit down however it feels best. Okay, we're going to start out with child's pose. Okay, so child's pose, we use this a lot. This is one way to getting our head low, below the heart, in a real safe, supported environment with the floor. Okay, so we're going to start out on our knees, and this is going to be a little tricky for us because we don't have a mat. You may have a mat, but I never want you to use the lack of having, I don't have the right equipment. We never want to use that as an excuse not to do the work. Okay, so we're going to do it just on the floor. We're going to take our fingertips way out in front of us, and we're going to just relax. And I'm going to use my hands just a little bit to press hips into heels. Head is down, actually below the heart right here. And we're going to come forward. And when we come forward, I'm going to lift up. That's me popping, if you heard that big pop. And pressing back. Again, 3 times. 3 is our magic number. Relax, relax. Fingertips stay way out in front. If it's more comfortable, you can tuck those hands back around your feet if that feels better. I kind of like the back stretch out in front, but whatever feels good to you, that's the right way to go on this. And back up. Lifting the chin. Take a nice little stretch right there. Nice. And one more. Stretching back. And back up. And remember, when you're doing this, don't hold your breath. That won't help anything. And relax. And just drop down wherever you feel comfortable. And we're going to sit down. Now, our next thing, I've done with you and a couple of other Focus 15s. This is legs up the wall. And you just have to find a place where you can put your legs straight up. This is great for headache relief. Fabulous, okay? Kind of changes a little bit of the way that our blood is flowing, and our blood continues to flow, obviously. But legs up the wall keeps that blood from pounding into the head. So what you're going to do is we're going to turn around this way, and we're in this beautiful dance studio, so we've got plenty of wall space. Now let me show you how to get into this. You want to find a wall that you can. You want to take your hip to the wall first, okay? Then from there, I'm going to turn around, take my feet straight up. We've got bars here, so we can go over them or under them, Hartman, whatever feels best. And I can use the bars to scoop myself up. But you want to get your hips as close to the wall as you can. Hands down. Take a couple of deep breaths here. So holding your breath is never going to help anything. Focus. Now from this position, I'm going to take a nice stretch. So I'm going to pull my feet down, put my feet together, take my hands to my knees, and take a nice press here, a nice inner thigh stretch. Head laying down, relax, relax, relax. Nice, guys, and back up the wall. Okay, so feet are going to go back up the wall. Now, a variation on this is I can take my hands over my head, get a little different stretch. Breathing, don't hold your breath, even though easy to think about doing that when we're concentrating on a position. Intentional breath. And once again, I'm going to bring those feet down, take a little inner thigh stretch. I'm always working my hips. Stretch, stretch, stretch. All right, and last one, feet up the wall. Stretch, stretch. I'll take my hands below my heart again this time. I've got my palms up to the ceiling, but you can put your posture however you want. I like this open posture. And this feels really good. Now you can stay here as long as you want. I wouldn't stay longer than probably, of course I just said you can stay as long as you want, but I would probably limit this to 3 to 5 minutes if you're really gonna hang out here. But it will give you immediate headache relief, or it has for me. So I hope it works well for you. Last little press right here, pressing the knees towards the wall. And I'm going to take both my knees to one side and sit myself back up. How are you? Hoping that you feel better. I know that I do. We're coming back up to a little bit. That really does feel good. No joke. Yeah, it feels awesome. It feels awesome. All right, we're going to go to cat cow, and this is cat tail or cat dog. Cat-tail, dog-tail. Okay, another great position for kind of realigning anything that could be going on in our neck or spine that could be causing problems and causing a headache. So sometimes, as we talk about, we've got a domino effect going on. I may have a tightness in my neck that's causing a headache, or a tightness in my back. Could be the way I slept, could be the way I sat in the car or sat at a desk. So this is a great way to relieve that. So heading into cat-tail, dog-tail, remember common mistakes. People let their arms roll out. We want to pull those arms back in. I want to press against the floor with the palms of my hands. And I'm going to push up, and you're going to go up as high as you can. And then you're going to roll out and release that. And as you come out, you want to lift up the chin, tailbone lifted, stretch, stretch, stretch. And again, down. And up. And every time I come up, I want to find something new, and back down and release. And remember, you can always go at your own pace. And up and release. And that feels great. And a counter stretch for this we're going to sit back in a child's pose, just stretching our back out. Oh, that feels great. Feels so much better than when we started for me. Pushing. Very good. Okay, Hartman, stay here. I'm going to check our clock because I want to keep us at 15 minutes, and I can't see my timer. You know, old eyes. All right, we're perfect. Okay, so we have 2 more positions we're going to work in. I'm going to switch these around just a little bit. So we're going to work in our bridge pose, okay? Once again, sometimes headaches are caused by things that have gone wrong in other parts of our body. So our bridge pose is going to enable us to do a nice back stretch and release, okay? Similar to child's pose, but we're going to have a little different angle on the back stretch. So I'm going to turn to the side, and we're going to turn to the side. And our bridge pose is the one where we are able to lift up onto our shoulder blades, give everything a squeeze, okay? And I have an option here. I can take my hands and grasp them underneath, okay? I can support my back with them if I need to. I can hold them, or I can just press against the floor, okay? And then your knees are going to come down, and I'm going to lay my spine along the floor one vertebrae at a time, and then I'm going to pick up my knees, okay, and rock and roll, okay? So that one didn't count if you did it with me. That was just our demonstration. So here we go. Let's all press up into bridge pose. And you also have the option here of lifting your heels if you want to do that, if you want a little more. Stretch and breathing and rolling that spine down to the floor. Lay the vertebrae one at a time. Think about a strand of pearls laying down on the floor, knees to chest. Little rock and roll here. And we're going to do that again. So put your feet wherever they're comfortable. Now, if you're struggling with this, all you have to do is just lift up a little, okay? You can lift up a little or a lot and get the benefits of the position. So you decide where you want to work, lifting up, stretch, 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 stay, stay, stay. And coming down is really important. So I want to come down, I want to start at my neck, and I want to lay my spine along the floor, one vertebra at a time. Using my abdominals and my core to support my back, knees to the chest, rock and roll, right and left, relax, relax. Good job, guys. This is our last one of these. Holding the ankles, lift up super tall, and stay and stretch. Give everything a squeeze internally as well. And starting at the neck, lay the spine down along the floor and knees to chest, rock and roll, right and left, and relax. Sit up as you're able. You guys did really, really well. We have one position left, and once again, this is me getting up, checking my timer. Heaven forbid I set this on my watch, then I wouldn't have to do this, right? But I also don't want to run you over. So the last position we're going to work in is in corpse pose. So corpse pose is a position that is very popular in yoga because it's very relaxing. And we're going to do this a couple of different ways, okay? So on corpse pose, I'm going to turn sideways for you. We're going to lay down. We're going to open our chest and our hands and lay down. I'm going to wiggle around and make sure my posture is completely released, okay? So I'm going to lay here. I'm going to be quiet in just a second. And one of the things that I want you to do in corpse pose is control your thought process. So once I lay here, I struggle with meditation. So when I lay down into corpse pose, the first thing I try to do is gratitude. So I think of something that I'm grateful for. I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to use my Ujjayi breath, breathing through my nose. For all breaths, I'm going to be quiet for just a second. Very good. Now we're going to knit our fingertips together, calling you back to consciousness. You're going to stretch the hands over the head. Take a huge stretch. Big, big, big. Now relax and inhale. Slowly move those hands back beside the hips. Inhale again. Turn the palms of your hands up to the sky. So in corpse pose, I want this position very open. Feel free to use a pillow here or a block if this is uncomfortable for your head. Find a comfortable place. Once again, I'm going to do a total of 3 breaths here. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to control my mind space. All right, knitting those fingers together one more time. This is going to be our last one in the series. I'm going to stretch super tall again. Stretch, stretch, stretch. I'm going to inhale and move those hands up and down by my hips. Now, one of the things you want to think about in corpse pose is releasing the entire body to the ground and becoming very heavy on the ground, okay? Like you're magnet, like a magnet pulling you to the ground. Turn the palms of your hands up again, open posture. All right, this will be our last one. And like I said, I'm using my Ujjayi breath. That's my nasal breath. Breathing deep. I'm using 3 breaths. Close your eyes and let your mind space be positive. Very good, guys. Now, when we finish in corpse pose, this is important, okay? We want to roll away from our heart when we sit up, okay? So you don't want to roll towards your heart. So you want to roll to your right side. That's the right way. So we're going to roll to our right side away from our heart. We're going to sit up as we're able. Very good. And I hope that you feel better. I hope that if you have headache problems or you have migraine problems, this gives you some relief. And I'm so grateful that you joined us for this segment. And remember, if you like what we're doing here, please like us, share us. If you're on YouTube, be sure and ring that bell. It'll tell you about future notifications. And tell a friend, share. All right. Thank you. Have an awesome rest of your day or night.